Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We are the boys from the Baltic Star, and we do narrative games. And tonight we are doing one of our Winter of Love games. I'm Ben. I'm going to be running the game this evening, and with me tonight is Ewan and Luke. Or I should say, are Ewan and Luke, because they're not one person.
No.
Say
that. We're like Sam and Eric in what was it, Lords of the Flies?
A little bit.
The good thing is all three of us are one person when we join in the Baltic Star bed at the end of the evening.
Oh, we certainly are.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Tonight we are going to be playing a one-shot, and it's a one-shot even if we don't finish it. It's just that's the rules. We have exactly 2 hours from the moment we kick off to the moment we say, that's it, we're done. And tonight's game is called The Cave at Summerhill. It's a fantasy game, which is relatively unusual for us. So, gentlemen, I will glance at the clock. Our 2 hours is about to start, and it begins with character creation. So, both of you need to order in a list 5 attributes. I'm sure you've seen these before, but they are physical, subtle, analytical, verbal, and cinematic. Just put them in whatever order you like.
What were they again?
Physical, subtle, analytical, verbal, and cinematic. So top to bottom, whichever one you think is most important at the top, least important at the bottom. The 4 of them just give you different dice to roll for various skill checks. Cinematic, however, gives you a certain number of times during a session when you can actually roll an extra die. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
So physical, subtle, analytical, verbal, and cinematic. You all written those down in an order?
I have not the order though that I think I want them in. I was just typing them out quickly so that I didn't forget what they were.
Okay.
Ever the professional that I am. Okay.
Oh, it's difficult. I've got to try and either guess what Ewan's likely to go for, or just wait and hear what he said and base my character as the anti-Ewan.
We could converse about it.
Who I believe is mentioned in the Bible, the anti-Ewan.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What were you going for your 5, Ewan? Your top one. What was your best one?
What is my best one, or what's it possibly going to be?
Yeah, what do you think?
Should we do it now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Actually.
Let's do it now.
Subtle. Subtlety is my the peak of my attributes.
Shit, it is, and your characters as well.
Nah.
I might. In which case, I should probably go for. Shall I be the nerd today? No, I'm gonna go for physical for once. This is very unlike me.
Okay.
Ooh.
What should I write next to my best one, Ben? Is there a number that I should write next to?
Well, what you should write essentially is the number 5.
Wonderful, thank you.
And then 4, 3, 2, 1 down the list.
Oh, good. I guessed we'd go that way. There's no music today, sadly, but we do stand for Ewan. It just goes without saying. What's your next one, Ewan?
My next one. I thought you were going to give me your next.
Oh, hello. I might go for a verbal. I'll be brash and loud.
I like it. Well, I feel in that case my next one will be analytical.
Oh, makes some sense. I am. You've rubbed off on me, Spez. My 3 will be. I got feeling sneak. If you're good at sneaking, if I'm not vaguely good at sneaking, I'm just going to ruin everything for us. So I'll go subtle for 3.
Okay.
That's very team player of you.
I'm trying. I'm all team player all of the time.
My 3 is going to be verbal.
Okay.
What's your 2 going to be?
My 2 is going to be cinematic.
My 2 will be analytical.
Which makes my 1 physical.
Yep.
To carry around everywhere. My 1 will be cinematic.
Yeah.
I'm grounded in reality.
Okay. Then in that case, Luke, can you write down 24 as your starting health?
Oh, that sounds like good health.
And Ewan, you have 14 as yours.
Oh no.
That sounds like less good starting health.
Good health to me.
No.
There is one more thing to do before we're
the
done with
embodiment of
characters.
the old TV show In Sickness and in Health.
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
You need to decide if your character is balanced more towards quickness or strength. Are you someone who focuses, concentrates, pushes through, or are you someone who reacts quickly and imaginatively under pressure?
Oh,
what are you thinking, Luke?
It's hard to know. I think quick works for me. Are we? Because
you can basically choose a plus bonus for any quickness check.
Yep.
Between potentially 1 and 3 for this.
I will do quickness, please.
Okay, you can go up to a +3 for quickness, but bear in mind if you do, that would be a -3 to strength checks.
I'll just stick with +1, so I'll keep
it +1 quickness. Fair enough.
So that's -1 strength. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's keep it quite basic.
Oh, now I'm caught in 2 minds as to whether I should go in the opposite direction or not. I feel as though, yeah, why not? Let's not think about it too much. Let's go +1 strength, -1 quickness.
All right. Luke, you will be able to carry a sword.
Oh, that's useful. Thank you.
Which does D8 damage.
I will be able to, or I am doing it.
You will have one, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Ewan, you will have a dagger.
Oh no.
Doing D6 damage.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Great. So there we go. Character creation sorted, fully equipped, and ready to go. The village of Summerhill is picturesque, nestled in a valley with a lovely stream running reliably through the middle. Summerhill is so small that there is a need for only one bridge, an elegant stone arch that spans the river from the square to the main road east. Standing on the square is the village hall, the White Hart Inn, and the series of essential businesses that serve both locals and passing trade. A blacksmith and farrier, a grocer, a wainwright, and a haberdasher. Behind the right is an area with workshops for leather workers and dyers. During the day, the clacking of looms is a constant soft reminder of the weavers further along the river. Usually the people of Summerhill have little to fear, but recently there have been some unexpected and unwelcome developments. Some sheep and pigs have been taken from the fields. A horse wandered into the village without a rider, and nobody could be found despite a search along the roads. A few nights ago, a shepherd, determined to identify the source of the problems, waited up to see if anyone threatened his flock. His dog alerted him to something in the night, but he saw nothing. The dog ran off in pursuit of an unseen threat, and the shepherd followed as best he could. Eventually the dog was silent, lost in the night. Where she went quiet was close to the cave, up the western slope. The cave is a local landmark, and many a young lover has met their paramour within. Now, though, it seems there may be something else in the cave, something dangerous. The cave has claimed lives before. As long as any can remember, the entrance has been safe, but none sets foot deeper within because more mundane dangers, like falling rocks, unseen hollows, and territorial animals, are known to feature in the depths. The people of Summerhill are frightened and looking to assemble a party of their bravest to investigate, but as luck would have it, that day brought what might pass as expertise. Adventurers who might, if offered a little gold, take on the threat on behalf of the scared locals. You are in fact determined to add some worthy quests to your patents, as they might make it more likely that a comfortable and noble future could be arranged. The following morning you set off for the cave, and the directions are excellent, the path well trod. You step from the heat of the day into the cool shade of the cave mouth, quickly check your weapon hangs on your hip, and set yourself to finding what mysteries might be found within.
Guns. It's been a long time since you and I have stood at the entrance to an adventure together. What have you been up to in these last few years since you and I stepped out into the nights?
It has indeed, Wimmy. It has. I missed the times that we spent. I've been honing my the fine arts that were left wanton, shall we say, during our last adventure. I've been trying to work at doing things in a much more subtle way. You remember how my lack of subtlety left us in quite a tricky situation last time.
I remember the strange fellow with the big beard and the birds. That's for sure.
Not that time. The other time. The other last time.
Oh, the other last. I do remember it. I do remember.
It doesn't seem like you do. I'll be honest.
I don't. I'm. All our memories fade into one for me. Please remind me of that time.
I was gonna ask you to remind me, but yes, no. Perhaps this isn't the best moment to bring it up. I don't want to. You've clearly chosen not to remember through some form of trauma. We don't want to rehash that, do we?
Perhaps it will return to me once we're in the cave fighting side by side once more.
Goodness, I hope not.
The entranceway to the cave is gloomy and cool, but clearly shows signs of tool marks, and the floor has been worked to make it more level and less treacherous. Despite this, it is clearly a natural cave. It is dry, with no sound of dripping water, and there is no obvious sign of life. It's a fairly large space, stretching north to a wall that is still visible thanks to light from outside the cave, but there is a passage heading west and a large cove to the east. And it's
Guns
location
looks
1
around.
on the map.
Perfect. Guns looks around, looks at Wimmy, and says, well, it appears there's no signs of life.
That
just you and me.
It's true, dear friend. It's true. Perhaps this shall be a simple adventure after all, and yet our stock will still rise in local areas. I have been thinking about returning to the adventuring these last few years upon the farm, rearing goats and wheat. Has been tough. The goats keep escaping and eating the wheat, you see.
I heard that you've taken to punching them to try and teach them a lesson.
I do, right upon the nose, and yet I still can't control the blasted things. But if only for one headstrong goat now, they would veer off and lead us in a direction, and instead you and I have to make a decision.
We do. Did you not bring your favourite goat with you that you've learnt to track?
Oh, my friend, Odell.
What's their name again?
You are my favourite goat.
Odell. Yes, that's right. You did name them after me.
I did.
West or east? What tickles your fancy?
There's an old saying among my people when it comes to exploring. It says, "Go east, people. Go east."
Okay. All right. The cove is a large extension to the main cave, but shrouded in shadow. There's a passage at the back, east side, heading east, but it seems very dark. You have torches with you. You can light them if you wish, or you can feel your way forward if you don't want to light torches.
You bought the torches, did you not? The guns. You didn't leave them as we packed this morning.
No. I did. I remembered. I remembered to pack the torches, of course. I did, but as I say, I have been trying to be a little bit more under the radar recently, and I feel as though a torch in such a place would announce our presence.
What is a radar, my friend?
I don't know. I heard the Wainwright was talking about it. I assumed it was something to do with wheels.
Oh yes, it wouldn't be the first time you've been caught under a wheel.
No, and I don't want to do that again. But please, here, take yours. Shall we light them?
I think so. We can always extinguish if we feel the need for some sneakiness.
It is the brave thing to do, I suppose, as well.
And we're nothing but brave.
Okay. You press on into the cave, into the passage. It heads east for a little while. No obvious signs of anything to worry about. And then turns to the north before it emerges into a little widening. And as you enter this small cave area, you realise that a small mound of cloth on the ground is actually the remains of a human man. He seems like he was equipped for travel, and near his outstretched hand is a sword. The remains of his pack, but shredded, are still attached to his back.
Oh, my friend. Looks like another adventurer has come in before us, and I am concerned by the state of his pack. It looks like he has been attacked by something.
Do you think he's still alive?
Your younger, keener eyes are much more analytical than mine, my friend. Please,
I don't
do the honours.
That is what they say.
If you creep closer
approach.
to examine, are you doing that, Ewan?
He'll give him a little prod.
Hello? It's obvious even before you get there he is dead and has been for days. He's been dead for a while.
No, he's been not of this world for some time, it would seem. Wemmy, what should we do?
There's nothing for it but check him for supplies.
Okay. We could bury him, of course. I have been training to be a man of the cloth these many years.
Have you?
It's a result of some of the horrors and some of the characters that we encountered on our adventure. Not to mention your trauma has pushed me in that direction.
This would explain. I couldn't get that out. This would explain a lot. All I'd heard was that you'd been spending an unhealthy amount of time with nuns.
Yes, I have been.
But this is a much more wholesome and godly explanation.
What other explanation is there?
Oh, I think I'm having a bit of a flashback to some traumatic moment. It's past. It's okay. Okay. Yeah.
Take a moment. Let's see if he has anything of use on him, shall we?
All right. Who would like to search through his pack?
You rest. I'm here already.
Okay. Can you make an analytical check, please? So that's roll your analytical die. It's a D20 if it's a 5, a D12 if it's a 4, and so on down. And can you add whatever you roll to a roll of a D6, please? That is the difficulty die.
Indeed. That's a 6 and unfortunately my 12 got a 3.
A 9.
That's a 9 total. But to get a 6 on the difficulty.
You hunt through the pack, but there doesn't seem to be a lot left in there. It's hard to even tell what was there. The only thing that seems left of any potential value is the sword, but you don't know if that's particularly good.
Just this sword.
Oh, let me compare it to my own beloved blade.
Okay.
You could always go swords akimbo. That's another phrase the Wainwright mentions quite frequently.
Swords akimbo. I like it. Yes, that suits me. I feel.
You'd like a sword in each hand.
I feel like I can stash one somewhere.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
Is there anything suspicious about the sword? Before
it looks like a sword.
Doesn't
like the kind of thing an adventurer might have.
Squinty eyes, the trench coat on.
I'm trying to get into the sort of the fantasy scheme of things, and some of these swords aren't always what they seem. You see.
That does happen. Yeah. Okay. Would you like to press on?
Do you need another moment, my good friend, or?
No, I'm okay. The vision has passed. The vision has passed. Lead on, my friend.
Which on forwards, not on back the way we came.
Always forwards.
So as you press on down the passageway, you enter a large cave. Passages leave it to the east and the west, but the cave itself extends to the north, disappearing into shadows beyond the reach of your light. Echoing around the cave is a soft, deep, rumbling sound.
I'm sorry, my friend. I should have eaten before we left this morning, but the breakfast at the White Hart was not to my liking.
What was wrong? Did you not? You didn't like the smoked goat rashers?
Oh, it
reminded
me too much of Odell.
Me too.
It didn't stop you chowing down my portion as well as your own.
No, they were delicious. A good hearty breakfast is what we used to have before adventuring.
It was. Do you remember those the heartiest breakfast we had that day?
Yes, yeah. What was the place called again? I don't remember the name, but I remember the breakfast.
I think it was the Gluttonous Goblin, I believe.
Duck's eggs.
Ducks.
Duck. Yeah. Bread rolls, mostly duck and bread, but so much of it. And you could keep going up and getting more. That was the best bit.
Do you know, at one stage I broke open the bread and put some duck in the bread.
I did the same for an egg, but clearly you have more refined tastes than I do.
Well, and to be honest, it was quite embarrassing watching you trying to put some duck in an egg. It just felt back to front.
Well, yes. Which came first? We will never know.
We did talk about it for the rest of that day, though. We never got to the bottom of it. But jokes aside, my friend, this is a new and interesting noise.
It is. It's hard to pin down where it's coming from in such a cavernous cave.
It is one of the most cavernous we've come across.
Even now, so fresh into the adventure. You are right.
I fear we may need to push into the dark somewhat. If we're here to find the meaning behind the happenings in Summerhill, and so we should explore bravely. So I feel we should draw our weapons and advance into the darkness, the unknown, the rumbling.
Are you both going together?
Yeah.
All right. Can you both please make a subtle check with a D20 difficulty? So whatever die you use for subtle.
Yeah.
Plus a D20, and give me the total of the two dice.
So what's the what are the 5 dice again? Is it a 20, a 12, an 8, a 6, a 4?
20, 12, 8, 6, 4. Yes. So if you've got a 1 next to something, you roll a d4. If you've got a 5, you roll a d20.
Yeah.
I can't help but think that there's a dice missing there.
Yeah, the D2, I know, and some use a D3 as well, but
it would make it easier. We'd get a better statistical run, I feel.
That's
right. That
reasonably good, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure what is good in this game. Do you know what's good, Luke?
10 is a success, basically.
High, I think. It means there's 20 difficulty is not difficult.
Yep, it should be relatively straightforward.
I've scored a 12 and a 4, a 16.
Okay.
Mine is 25.
Oh my goodness. Well, you are the stealthiest man I know.
2 D20s. Yeah.
As you creep northwards into the sort of darker area of the cave, you discover what the noise is being made by. Tucked away in the corner of the cave there, stretched out and looking very, very much asleep, is a huge cave bear. And it is sleeping.
Oh, my friend, truly a mighty beast. We must be careful.
I think perhaps that's the cause of the torn to shred clothes of Pack, our dear friend back there.
Do you think it's what's been kidnapping and killing everyone, making them vanish from around Summerhill these last months?
I would say it's probably more defending its cave from people that are coming in rather than going out and looking for people to bring back. But you never know.
In which case, if it acts purely in self-defense, it would be wrong of us to assault such a creature.
Salted bear does sound good. But no, yes, you're right. You're right. Do we press on?
I wonder if we do. You know, perhaps we should. It's difficult because while it sleeps, perhaps this is the best chance we have of slaying the creature. I wouldn't fancy our chances with it awake, but at the same time, we may be able to leave these caves without ever needing to stand toe-to-toe with it.
The caves are frequented, though, quite often. I feel as though we're leaving some young people open to being ambushed by a cave bear.
To be fair, those horny teens are leaving themselves open to all kinds of STDs. A giant bear is...
what? Sorry?
Have you not heard? There's I was speaking to the apothecary the other day. Sorry, I have terrible speech problems with certain letters, as you know. I was speaking there, and they're mentioning so many of these young people coming in with itches in their kecks, small critters crawling around. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
That does sound bad. Well, my friend, you are the strong one. I yield to your decision on the bear.
I think I say we leave it be for now. For now, let us delve deeper. But worry not, friend. I'm sure your mighty blade will have blood on it to satisfy your lusts sooner or later.
As a future man of the cloth, I have no bloodlust. But it's okay. I appreciate your opinion. I don't feel any ill will, certainly not against such a good friend. Come on then.
All right. So you creep back and head out to the west. This passage is reasonably broad and turns north quickly and then widens suddenly. And entering this area, you find you're still in the passage, but it's just a widening of the passage. Cutting across the passage from wall to wall is a deep crevasse, which disappears into the darkness. The crevasse looks too wide to jump across, but thankfully, there's an old wooden bridge that crosses the gap.
This takes me back to that time down the well, where we ended up in that room with the dark, deep crevasse below us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, such memories. But you, my dear friend, you look like in your training for the cloth, you've given up on your on leg day, and you look slightly withered and lightened from what you once were. And perhaps you should be first across this bridge to test its strength.
Sure, of course. Let's go.
Okay.
We'll test it out with a little shake and a foot first before putting all the weight on.
You put a foot on it and just give it a bit of weight and a bit of back and forth. Nothing alarming seems to happen.
How long is the bridge?
In total, it's effectively a little longer than the width of the crevasse, which is around about 20 feet.
Could within our packs, could I have some very average rope with me
Yes.
at all? Look, my friend, I would feel more comfortable if I was able to tie this around your waist in case the bridge gave way. We could always leave back past the bear again, of course.
That's very kind of you. What will you tie the other end?
To my waist, my friend. For I have been strengthened by my days in the fields, of my evenings punching goats, and of my nights carrying dwarfs to and from my nearby village as a taxi service.
I'm very thankful for it. Very thankful, and thankful that I've lost a bit of bulk as well. Okay, we'll tie ourselves together.
Okay. You can do that without any particular difficulty. Because it requires some skill to tie a good knot, I'm going to make you roll a subtle check, please, with a difficulty die of D20.
Oh, lovely. It is an 18 for me.
Cool.
Is that both of us?
Yes, please.
My knot is true.
That is a 33.
Oh, your knot
Okay.
is truer.
19 and a 14.
So, you're going first, Ewan, across the bridge?
I will.
All right. So you wander across the bridge. It moves a little under your feet because it's a wooden bridge, and basically it's just planks of wood and some rope. But it doesn't seem to have any particular weakness, and you make it completely safely to the other side.
And he'll throw up his arms triumphantly and look back to Jones. He will have a little look around and just see if there's a rock or something to hold himself onto, or brace, or wrap the rope around.
Okay. Make an analytical check for me, please, with a D8.
That's 14.
Okay. Yeah, you find a little spigot of rock that looks smooth enough so it won't fray the rope, that you can, just hold the end of the line, bend it around, and brace yourself a bit. So you feel confident that you can hold Luke's weight as he crosses.
As you've done that, you may look across and see that I've already undone the rope from around my waist and start running towards the bridge. If I fall, I shall not bring you to your death with me, my friends. For I feel you've been missing arm day.
Okay.
And I imagine at this point, as he's leaning back, holding the weight of the rope, all of a sudden it just goes, and he falls.
You sprint across the bridge, and it holds your weight.
Never in doubt. Never in doubt. What enjoying moments our adventures have, my friend.
That was a silly decision. You'd have fallen. You'd have left me here all alone with that bear and the dead person. And then where would I be?
Oh, in a cave with a bear and a dead person.
Well, yes. Trust in my analytical mind. The rock would have helped hold your mighty mass should you have fallen.
Well, definitely your preparations did mean that when the loose end of the rope fell at your feet, it in no way tugged you off the edge of the cliff.
Good. Here, take your rope. It's a very fine rope. Very fine.
Oh, a very fine rope. A very fine rope. Some more pictures coming back. So hazy. Very fine. Please, my friend.
Pull yourself together. And he slaps him around the face.
Oh. Thank you, my friend. We must stay focused on the mission.
We must. There are people depending on us.
Let me sit for a moment and take a gulp of the wine that I pilfered from the pub.
Okay.
Please, do you wish to swill around your mouth some of this hogwash?
It's okay. I bought my own from the church. Pull some out.
Hogwash no longer good enough for you, my friend.
No. This is hogwash as well, but it's my hogwash. Doing the offer the bottle over.
I fear that a mouthful of it would burn on the way down, for all the terrible things I have done in my lifetime.
No, surely not you. My dear friend, Whimsical Jones. What horrible things could you have done apart from that one time? But think of all the good that you've done to make up for that.
It is true. Every adventure I go on is indeed to pay off some of the debt of the terrible things I have done in the past. And you, my friend, have led me through some of the darkest times. I will take a sip of this wine as it is offered from you, and I feel that no God would allow that to harm me in any way.
Wise words. Wise words.
Now, shall we continue our marvelous adventure?
Yes, now I'm ready.
Okay.
One brief moment. You can't rush these things.
Are you pressing on to the north?
I might just run back across the bridge a couple of times.
Okay.
To the north.
It collapses.
You're trying to find out if this is King's Quest, aren't you?
I'm going to try it slowly, sideways, balancing on one leg. See if anything makes a difference. No. Let us continue on the route that your God has laid out for us.
Okay. As you head north through a little twisting passage, you enter a fairly large cave. The space is currently dark, but that's not always true. There are rough brackets around the walls intended to hold torches, and some of them are filled with torches ready to light. As you enter in the darkness, you hear some soft sounds of movement, but it's unclear what those might be. The middle of the space is notable. A low wall made of rocks has been constructed across the cave, cutting off the southwest, with its 2 exits, from the rest of the cave. This wall isn't so high as to pose a barrier to progress, but looks very much like a defensive fortification. There is a large passage out of the cave to the northeast, and from it, where it meets this cave, a large cove to the north shrouded in darkness.
This looks like it has some comforts in it, made by people.
A small wall of comfort. This does suggest more human input, that's for sure. A wooden bridge and now a man-made wall.
And the lights on the walls.
Interesting. But why block off here? This other passageway besides us, heading back almost in the direction we came in, it seems, and yet northwards appears separated in some way. Does it not draw your heart further northwards in the sense of adventure and wonder at what is going on here?
It does, but I too find myself wondering, is there anything behind the wall? A strong man such as yourself could surely have this down in no time.
Wow. I did build every wall in my farm, and I did break down every wall in my farm when I realised that I had looked at the plans wrong and built everything 1.5 miles too far to the left.
And
then I rebuilt all the walls again, and then realised I built them 0.5 mile too far to the west, and I rebuilt them a 3rd time, and they're still here to the day.
I've never had the heart to tell you before, my dear friend, but they're inside out.
My walls are inside out?
Your walls, yes. You might need to. I mean, if they're working, then it's fine. It's not a problem. But you might want to consider rebuilding them once more.
Well, traditionally, my friend, I'm only used to building a wall after breaking it. So perhaps I should break this wall down to prepare myself for the build back on my farm.
You can, of course, try to do that. You don't have to, though. You can scramble over it without any particular difficulty.
It's nice to try out my newfound farming muscles.
All right.
Warm up.
Well, this is a fairly sturdy stone wall, but you're a fairly beefy fellow. So, can you roll a physical check for me, please, with a D4?
Yes. Ooh. That is a 13.
Okay. You manage to tear down quite a few blocks off the top of the wall, and make a little a place where it's significantly shorter, like a little breach in the top part of the wall. You can keep going if you'd like, but you've certainly made a little bit of a gap that's now low enough that you could kind of step through rather than scrambling over.
Ah, my friend, you see, I've made a space that you can now see over.
Not quite that short, but it will make it much easier for me to get over in my vestments. Thank you.
I did wonder why have you chosen to adventure in your vestments?
Well, it's all part of the plan. You see, it's spreading the word, and sometimes people look favorably upon you.
It must be nice for people to look favorably upon you.
It has its moments. It has its moments. I'm just glad you're not throwing me over this wall like you did the last one.
Are you sure you don't want me to toss you here? Like the olden days.
Sorry?
That's what I've heard about the caves.
Well, maybe on the way back. Maybe once we've seen out this adventure. You remember I sprained both of my ankles last time. Because I was carrying a few more pounds back then. But,
you were, but you're in much spindlier form these days.
No, that is also true. That just means that you could throw me further, and I'd hurt more things.
I thought when I first saw you that you were smuggling firewood under your vestments, but it turns out it was your ribs.
I've heard that before. Yes. Thank you.
Well, lead on, my friend, lead on.
Which direction would you like to go?
It's a good question. Which direction are we going? I assume there's nothing else further behind the wall of interest.
It seems to just be a defensive wall, yes.
They must be defending something, my friend.
Well, you would think so, wouldn't you? Yes.
I like to venture into places where it seems like people are trying to keep me out.
Is that why you built your house a mile and a half to the east on somebody else's land?
It was an attempt to force them away, but sadly, it did not work out the way I wanted it. But still, I try not to think about such times when I was remember that short time I was such a swindler. That broken year that I had, the breakdown after our time in the well, it had truly affected me, and it took me a year to mentally recover. I feel much stronger now, and I feel much stronger spirit around you, my friend.
Well, I'm glad we're back together, and I'm glad you feel much stronger.
I do. Now come, let me show you my strength. And he goes to toss Odell over the wall.
Okay.
I didn't realise we were fully role playing there.
Are you letting him throw you over the wall?
Yeah, sure, for old time's sake.
Okay.
Seeing as he brought it up.
Then, in that case, can you make a physical roll with a D8, please, Luke?
I can. Well, yeah. Cool. Lucky it's now. If it had been just a few years ago, it'd have been with a D4. Oh, that's an 18.
Okay. Yep. You hurl him over the wall, and he lands where you aimed for. He's quite he's landed quite quite smoothly.
Are you okay, my friend?
Oh, yes. And he sort of dusts his vestments off a little bit. Perfectly fine.
Wonderful. You flew like an angel. It was almost enough to give a religious experience.
It is the closest I've ever felt to the Lord. Certainly at the peak of my trajectory.
It's the closest I've ever felt to your inner thigh.
Let's try and keep it that way.
Okay.
It's these caves. It's the scent of teenagers everywhere. It's quite heady.
You press your way onwards. As you sort of head towards the north and east, you pass the entrance to this gloomy cove to the north, and there's a passage continuing onwards to the east.
Look at this gloomy cove, dear Guns. On more than one occasion, we've discovered great riches in gloomy coves. Perhaps today is another opportunity to fill our boots.
Mine are still quite full from the last time. Reaches down into his boots and pulls out a gold coin. I try to keep some in there just in case. It's often safer travelling on the roads that way as well.
That's what that jingle jangle was. I thought you'd taken up Morris dancing. I'm relieved to hear that you have not.
No. Never. It's strictly forbidden in my parish for a man of the cloth to also Morris dance.
Oh. You are a truly changed man. It's quite shocking to me today. In a good way, mind you.
A good way.
In a good way. But still, my boots are empty and quite stinky. It would be good to see if I could refill them with any plunder. Please join me.
Plunder.
Sweet blood. Please join me in this darkened cove.
Let's go.
The area is dark, but it's clear it is often in use. There are sleeping nests made of rough cloth assembled from many sources. There's an unlit fire in the middle of the space, ready to light if needed. In a pile near the entrance are several weapons ready for use. These are roughly made short spears with an unfinished shaft and a variety of sharp things attached at the ends. Some have blades tied there, others have sharp rocks, some have sharpened pieces of hardwood. None of these weapons are the equal of the kind of equipment you carry, but they would prove effective enough in a close quarters fight.
Well, looks like we're not the first persons into this cove, my friend.
Very much not. I might he'll sheath his dagger. I might borrow one of these. What do you think?
I think it's not a bad idea. It's not to the same quality as your beautiful dagger, of course, but there's more reach to it.
Well, and yes, potentially, I think it could be thrown quite well.
Oh, it could be. If only the bear knew that there were empty beds, just a few coves over. It could sleep soundly. Now, my friend, is there anything else left in here? Any satchels? Any clothing? Any treasures? Any scrolls or parchments?
Anything to fill your boots?
Oh, my boots are noticeably empty.
Can we have a look around?
By all means. Would you like to make an analytical check, please, with a D8?
Both of us.
By all means.
Oh no, that's a D6. And this is my biggest chance so far of failing, I think.
Mine is a 5.
And mine is a 9.
Okay.
Oh.
You poke around, but everything just seems left alone and ready if needed, but no other evidence.
Looks like my goats will have to go another week without food.
I mean that is what will happen if you build your house on a spot with no grass and want to keep goats.
I know, but the land was so
if
cheap.
only you'd have built it half a mile to the west. Grass aplenty.
So much glass.
What?
What? The sun was beating down on the sand. Well,
goats in the desert.
I'm new to this farming game, and they've eaten all my wheat. So there's not even the wheat left for them to eat. Well, we must continue on for me to find my riches. Perhaps if we clear the cave, we can ask for a greater share of the wealth from Summerhill.
Or at least some goat food.
With your reward, will you keep it, or will it go straight to the clutches of your parish? Or to the poor,
well, I was thinking of using some as alms, giving it to the poor. I thought perhaps your boots could do with a little extra, so that your goats no longer have to go hungry.
Oh, my friend, you're so kind. You're so. This suits you. This new outlook on life.
Well, of course I will. I'll keep a small amount for myself, just enough for breakfast for two. The duck. The all you can eat duck breakfast.
Oh, I look forward to a return there. It's so much nicer to adventure with you in this current day than those first adventures we had when you were so under the influence of that drug and spending all your money on gambling and mysterious stones.
Well, personal growth is an important thing over time, and I try not to think about it too much. It still has a strong pull, especially those stones. Wanders off in his mind for a little bit.
Okay. So is there anything else you want to do here before you go, or would you like to head east or try the exit to the west?
I feel, my friend, that this defended space, we should continue deeper into it. Continue heading east, perhaps.
Okay.
Perhaps there are some small stones held within, mysterious or otherwise.
No, I couldn't take any of those. You would have to you'd have to take them all, I'm afraid. It would be my downfall. Don't tempt me. But let's.
Okay. As you move on to the east, you find yourself in another cave. This cave is dark, with passages heading out to the north and the west. As you enter and find your way through, you hear sounds of running feet. Despite this, there's no sign of any inhabitants here. You don't catch a sign of movement. There are rough brackets for torches on the walls, some of which are filled and ready to light. There's a fire in the middle of the room, but it's not lit either.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Sounded like someone running.
Is it just is it the sound of 2 feet, or is it the sound of numerous feet?
Several pairs of feet, I think would be fair to say. Not just one person.
I can. Do they sound? Can I tell if they sound booted or bare?
Roll an analytical for me, please, with a d6.
Bare feet.
Bare feet. Oh no, he's awake. Analytical.
The bear has awoken.
The bear is aroused. I'm probably not going to be able to tell. It's a 7.
No, sorry. It's difficult with the echoes and everything.
Is it just feet, or there's no like mysterious cackling or anything?
You only heard the sound of feet.
There's not the scent of foot cheese or anything floating around. Hello, all you raiders, by the way. Everyone turning up at once. It's an absolute treat. And a special hello to Chikuma. We love all our raids, of course, and Oliver, etc. But that's your first time chat, so thank you so much. You've joined us for the Winter of Love, which is we are very meandery role players. The Winter of Love, like the Summer of Love, but in the winter, is where we stick a 2-hour time limit on a one-shot, which is, if you know us, is ludicrous. But we stick to it. And we're in a fantasy setting, which is rare for us, in a cave. And there's a lot of feet all of a sudden. But we can't see them, Ben?
You haven't seen anything, no.
Oh. There's not sort of mischievous cackling or giggling or chittering or anything like that?
Nope, just feet.
Whereabouts are we, Ben? Just for my...
You are in location 17.
17.
Cool.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it'd be here.
Somewhere to the north of it. Is that right? Or are we just going into it?
You've just come in from the west.
Cool.
So,
okay.
So there is another exit to the north.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we announce our presence, my friend? Should we announce pure intentions, perhaps?
Do you think they're friends?
Everyone you meet is just a friend who you have not yet properly met.
That is a very generous outlook. I appreciate your generosity. I mean, I suppose we've seen no signs of an intent up until this point. They clearly let the bear live happily in their dwelling.
As Odell is speaking, Whimsical Jones holds open his arms. Hello, friends!
You shout out, hello, friends.
It is I, Whimsical Jones.
Can you make a verbal
Friend
check for me, please? With a D8.
Oh, okay. It's actually one of my strengths. Oh, only just though. 10.
Okay. You do hear some animals sound like chattering and squeaking, but you can't make out any sense.
Sounds animal-like, my friend. Did you not hear?
I did. So it was hard to hear over the sound of my own voice. I was speaking at the time. But what sort of animal did it sound like? Goats?
Oh, I know my goats. It did not sound like goats.
You do. Oh.
My goats. Did it sound like? Sure, no, it didn't sound like beavers.
Cave beavers?
Beavers.
Snap out of it!
Beavers.
Cave beavers.
Guns will grab him by the shoulders and start shaking him.
Thank you, my friend. I'm so. These memories are flooding back of the dark time.
Push them back for now, at least until we're back at breakfast tomorrow.
I've been speaking to someone in town. They call themselves a therapist. I've never heard of the word before. They say I must not keep pushing these memories back. Memories of that time we had together. That I should bring it forwards.
Yes, but I'm sure they didn't expect you to be in a cave surrounded by bears and other creatures at the time.
You're right. There's a time for everything.
Maybe do it when we're in a safer space, a safe space. It's the best time to bring back these memories, I feel.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. Let's continue walking northwards and see if these creatures approach.
Be on guard.
All right.
You
head north. It's a narrow passage, the exit, but it's makeable, no problem. And you march forward to the north through a slightly curving, narrow passage. You enter a large cave. The ceiling is high here, and there's a constant sound of running water. At the southern end, where you are, there are exits to the south and to the west. The northern end is dark, but there's a strong smell of smoke coming from there. And over the sounds of water, there is squeaking and chattering like the animal sounds you've heard before.
I do hear water, so perhaps you know your beavers as well as your goats.
I can't help but feel that got us into the trouble in the first place. But no, you're correct. This area feels large. Even the parts that we can see with our torches, it seems to open out into quite a space. And the echoes of the water give a sense of scale as yet unknown. Let me take a moment, my friend, to take a bite of my dried duck. Would you like to join me in re-energizing ourselves?
I would love to. That would bring back some wonderful breakfast memories.
Sadly, I have no bread or eggs.
Well, that's we'll save that for the actual celebration at the inn.
It's very, very tough, this dried duck, but it's still warming to my heart nonetheless. Perhaps if I put it in my mouth with some of the wine and swill it around somewhat.
And Guns will pull out some of his wine and he'll pass it over.
Okay. They take a moment to grab a bite to eat. You can still hear this noise and chattering to the north, but it's too far away for you to see with the glow of your torches.
Yeah, no. I almost wish I'd started the fire in the last cave and sat by it for a while and warmed my bones. This water makes this space feel cooler than some of the others.
And it does.
And as you've noticed, my attire today, to show off my my strengthened arms from the farming, I've ripped the sleeves off, and I can't help but feel a chill on my muscular biceps.
Well, I have there's plenty of cloth that we've passed on the way, but I'm sure I've got something in here if you want to wrap it around your shoulders.
For you're a man of the cloth.
Keep you warm.
Oh, this wine is doing a fine job.
Good. There is. Speaking of fire, though, there is an odd smell of smoke.
Perhaps we should continue and investigate now that our bellies are satisfied somewhat, and this wine has taken the goose flesh from off my skin. Should we advance?
Yes, let's to glory and riches and adventure.
They press on across the cave.
Riches.
And as you move, of course, your torches illuminate more and more of this pretty big cave. And as you make your way, you start to see movement towards the north, where the cave starts to get narrow. And you can see a number of furry humanoids scurrying about. They are gathering as quickly and quietly as they can their supplies and weapons and equipment and fleeing to the north past what you can see glinting in the torchlight is a pool of water up to the northeast, and they're fleeing past that and out through an entrance. The creatures are something you've heard of. You'd have heard of them before. They are rat men, and they have good enough hands and good enough tool skills to make improvised weapons. They have a number of their young with them, which are being shepherded out through the exit to the north as well. And because of that, two of the adult rat men have planted themselves in the narrowing of the cave just south of the pool, just south of the water. And they are standing shoulder to shoulder, holding short spears, bracing for an attack if one comes.
I apologize for what's to come, my friends. We come in peace.
Okay.
We mean you no harm.
Can you roll,
right.
please? Okay. Let's try this. Can you please roll a verbal check with a d6?
Verbal. Yes, that's one of those. Yes, with a d6. Okay, that is a 13.
Okay. They don't respond, but they clearly recognize what you say and look curious and interested. They're still nervously checking to see that their group is disappearing to the north, but they look perhaps slightly less tense.
Oh,
Is it easy to see what they're fleeing from?
Well, you can't actually see anything that they're fleeing from, so it's entirely possible it's you that they're fleeing from.
So
They do look rather panicked, afraid. They are running away.
they do. But you do have something in your teeth. It does make you look slightly wild.
Is it duck or wine? Starts picking. Should we? Do you think we should advance slowly and peacefully?
Well, surely they would recognise a man of the cloth such as yourself. Even if they don't get out of these caves too often, they must sense the aura of the Almighty upon you.
Okay.
The calmness about me.
My friends, we are not here to inflict pain and violence. We are merely here because the nearby village has lost a plethora of horny teenagers and dogs and other wildlife. And we are just here to see what has happened to them. Please, we mean you no harm. Look, I offer this this godly man as proof of our good intentions.
They seem to understand at least some of what you say, and they do seem to be more relaxed. But as the last of their group disappear, they nervously and carefully back up away and start to head for that exit to the north. And if you don't pursue them at speed, they will slip away.
I think it was the mention of horned teenagers. They seeing a man of the cloth, they probably thought that you meant possessed younglings with actual horns.
Have you never seen these teenagers in lust? They do act possessed indeed.
No, I clearly have not, given my new undertaking. A gesture towards his vestments. Do we follow them? Not the teenagers. The rat people.
Perhaps, but to what end? If are you prepared to fight each and every one of them, to slay their women and children? There's another small cave we could look through first.
Okay. Well, perhaps let's do that first. I'm not here to slay. I'm certainly not here to slay families.
Okay. So are you going to pick your way north into the narrower part of the cave where the water is?
That's where they went, right?
That's the way they went, yes.
Could we have a brief look into it? Could we briefly go west, please?
Yes, if you like.
Through the small cavern, the small cave.
Yep.
No.
If you want to go through that little narrow passage to the west, yes, you can do that. So you enter what is a very large cave. The ceiling is high and there's a sound of water dripping softly somewhere. Exploring the space, you find there are signs of habitation with occasional old fires and discarded torches. There are even small piles of refuse in various corners. And to the south there seems to be a fairly broad passageway out. That's a much narrower one that you came in through to the east.
Looks like more dwellings.
It does. It does appear that ever since we clambered over that wall, that we have indeed entered the dwellings of the rat men. Perhaps this is indeed our destiny.
Do you want to look further in this direction? Have you seen all that you wanted to see?
It was interesting to me that they retreated northwards rather than this direction, which suggests that the other way is perhaps deeper into the deeper in a place of protection or a place of something they're protecting. So perhaps we do need to follow them after all. But my friend, I don't know if I have the heart for murder this day. I don't know about you, but I can guess the answer.
Well, you did say that every what was it? Every person that we hadn't met was just a friend that we were going to meet at some point, and then there would be our friends. Perhaps
Eloquently
perhaps talking is. Thank you. Perhaps talking is the way forwards.
They did seem to understand, did they not?
They did. They did.
An understanding could be met. You know, it was a wise man that taught me that quote. You know, about friends. Do you not remember that time you told me when I was about to cave that man's head in for no good reason?
It was so long ago, and it was before my newfound peace within. I'd almost forgotten.
It was before your descent into drugs and rocks. Let us
glimpse of what was to come out the other side.
It made me believe that there was a better you, the you that you're finally showing. Shall we follow the rat people and make some new friends?
I think that would be a good plan.
Right, you make your way back to the east, and then turn north up towards that pool of water. And it takes you just a few moments, but you've walked it before. It's not a particularly long journey. As you get to the north of the cave, there's again a clear sign of a habitation space. Beds, fires, torches, supplies, stones for sitting arranged in circles. To the northeast there's a dark pool of water, fed by a steady flow from a small underground waterfall at the northeast side, running down the cave wall. This cave has stalactites and stalagmites dotted throughout, but on the south side of the pool, against the eastern wall, there's a veritable forest of them. A noise catches your attention. In one part of the cluster of vertical stone columns, they form something not unlike a cage, and it's been turned into a working cage by the addition of a roughly assembled wooden door. And that secures its only easy way in and out. And inside this stone cage, there is a human male who's moving slowly and making weak sounds.
I will admit this is not the friend that I thought we were going to be making. Do you want to converse with him?
You know how much I love to converse. People often say that it's my second favourite thing to do.
What was your first again?
Punching goats.
Quite right.
Greetings, friends. My name is Whimsical Jones, a humble farmer, an adventurer. I'm here with my dear friend Odell Guns, a man of the cloth, adventurer, and former shiny stone addict. What lands you in this this situation, new friend?
My name is Kellen. I'm an explorer, an adventurer. We chose these caves to wait out a storm, and we split up to explore them more thoroughly once we realized their size.
How many did you travel with, new friend?
There were 3 of us.
Did one of them perchance carry this sword with him?
He looks at it in the gloom and nods. Yes.
I'm afraid that friend has been slain. Not by us, but by one of the creatures from inside these caves.
Oh.
A bear, no less.
Oh.
And no more.
They can be dangerous if you startle them.
Quite so, quite so. Yes.
What of your other friend, new friend?
We were returning from an expedition to the Harrit Peninsula, which is west of here. We were tired. We'd been travelling a long time. We stepped into the cave to get out of the storm, and, well, when we realised its size, we began to explore. But in the dark, we got split up. There are creatures here, and I don't mean the rat men, but other creatures.
As we advanced earlier, my friend, we ran into the rat men who retreated through this space. Is this cage their doing?
Yes. They're intelligent, if primitive, and they hunt especially at night. They have excellent night vision. So they often hunt outside the cave at night. I see them going and coming back with food.
So they mostly come out at night?
Mostly.
Word is locally that that many horny teenagers and dogs and farm animals and wandering people have gone missing. From your experience, would you say it is down to these rat men?
If they came this far in, no, probably not. The rat men are not strong. They're not brave except in numbers. They hunt well when it's dark, but they pounce on the unaware. But they share their cave with much more dangerous creatures. Aratites. The rat men hunt for them because Aratites can't see at night. But in exchange, deep in these caves, the Aratites protect the rat men.
So as the rat men retreated from us in this direction, they were retreating towards the protection of the Aratites?
Yes, that's what I think.
And are you here as an offering, as food, as...
I don't think they knew what to do with me. They caught me alive and I fell asleep. I was tired. It was late. I woke up with their spears prodding into me in all directions. Didn't have time to reach for a sword. They've been feeding me, but nowhere near enough.
Here, chew on this this dried duck. Take the protein found within.
And some wine here. Pass him the wine. Looks like he's parched.
He takes a drink. Thank you. If there's anything else I can tell you, let me know.
Perhaps, my friend Guns, perhaps we should release this man. What do you think?
Yes, certainly. I think that's a very good idea. I'm a little at a loss as to what to do with the situation that we find ourselves in beyond that, though. The Erodites and the Ratmen and
Well, perhaps with a new friend, our numbers increase and chances of leaving this cave safely increase also.
He waves his hand. I'm too weak to come with you and fight, but I'm sure the Ratmen have left some more food around here. Leave me. I'll restore my strength. I'll be waiting for you when you come back.
These Aratites, I've never come face to face with one before. Can you describe them to us?
Yes, I can try. Aratites are very large, predatory birds. They're flightless and tall, taller than people, much. Their beaks are sturdy and razor sharp, like cleavers coming together. They're reasonably intelligent, but they don't have a language. They can understand speech and can respond to an extent with body language and movement. They form little family groups, and there's a family group up there to the north. That's all I know, really.
Well, worst case scenario, Wimmy. It sounds like we might have those eggs after all.
Oh, I was gonna say these. I've just handed this man the last of the duck, so I'm currently without bird to eat.
He creeps out of the cave now that you've let him out, and starts picking over the stuff the Ratmen left behind, finding an occasional bit of food or something and nibbling on it. And he says, "Is there anything else I can help you with?"
These Aratites, do they have a weakness in combat, a specific part of their body where a strong aim perhaps may help?
These aren't the first I've seen. We found a colony of them on the Harrit, the peninsula we were exploring. There they were out in the open, fast-moving, daytime hunters, not hiding in caves. But I didn't spot an obvious weakness.
If they are best at hunting outside and in fast space in a more closed-in arena, it may not be their strength.
Yeah. And if you're here because the village is having problems with their livestock and things like that, I'll tell you this. rat men breed really, really quickly. So if the villagers are already finding problems, they're going to get worse.
Thank you, my friends. Now, Guns, come to this quiet corner with me, away from our new friend, for I feel we need a private conversation.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wander over wherever Jones is leading us.
We may take on these massive birds, but if the man is right, that the rat men also can cause such difficulties in the village. My thinking is, will be not better to cause a cave in to block their exit instead, where they can survive in here in what they're doing, but away from the humanity on the surface.
Where will they find food? That seems to be the issue that the village people are having.
I'll lose no sleep at all about these Aratites. The rat men, they are not the holy creatures as such, as I'm sure your people would say. But if we left them, there's water here. I don't know, my friend. Like, are you ready to massacre these rat men as well as these giant birds?
Well, I was going to put it to you that if we wipe out the giant birds, then surely the rat men will have no protection and get wiped out as well, and that perhaps we shouldn't do any killing here today.
Interesting.
But if they seem to be the cause of the problems to the livestock, I don't know what the solution is.
What if we attempt to kill to kill these birds, and then on our way out, cave in two of the smaller caves, maybe the one either side of the water cavern we came through. That they have water, they have the birds to feast on, and it
for
gives
a time.
But it gives the we can go back to the village and tell them, and it gives them a time to prepare themselves to for defense, for guards, and perhaps the world will rebalance itself. Did you not see those little rat babies?
I did. And do you not think that the rat men will take up arms once they're supported by the birds? We might end up, if we go in, we might end up in a position where we have to. And I'm not sure. I can manage it.
So your plan is to flee and to leave
no
status quo? Even if we just cave in and there is no food, would the rats, would the rat men swarm the birds anyway, where there is no other food?
Well, one of the two would turn into food, I'm sure, at some point.
So where do our loyalties lay, my friend, in this oh so foreign conundrum?
I suppose there's eggs.
Well, I know that's where your loyalties always lay.
Do rat men eat eggs? I don't know if that's.
I think rat men eat anything they can lay their hands on.
For the sounds. Well, what's your favourite idea that you've had so far?
Well, back in the day, there was a wise sage by the name of Leroy Jenkins.
Yes, there was.
I've heard that name.
Yes, he always
famed across the land.
Famed across the land. There was always one approach he always preferred in such situations. In ways, I'm open to suggestions, my friend. I feel we're coming to the end of the caves, to the end of the journey, and either we, in my mind, either we leave with nothing, we cave in and leave, or we turn the tide one way and leave, or we turn the tide one way, cave in and leave. 4 options, my friend. Are there any of those that you despise the most?
Well, being a former man of action, if I'm not now, I would hate to just leave and abandon the villagers and the livestock.
Good. I'm glad you said that, my friend.
On the same side, I can't help but think that if we go in there and engage and try and turn the tide one side, things might escalate and we might have to end up doing that which we do not want to do.
So this leaves a cave in and leave nature to take its course within a smaller confine.
What if we were to cave in the main entrance to the cave? And throw the bear into the mix as well.
Why not? Bears are famous for enjoying being thrown into the mix.
Well, I do remember that one time. You certainly did a good job. Just an idea. It gives them, a bit more space and
nice. Yes.
Plenty of water, as you say. They've got some supplies. We passed some supplies at their little place.
Then I will agree with that. If we cave in the main entrance, and then we let the village know that eventually they will burrow out, but by then hopefully the village can put things in place, and indeed some defences can be there. It's a wise and responsible plan, my friend. How you have changed over the years.
Well, as I say, personal growth is important. We should put a sign up outside as well, and just directing people away from the cave. No, begone ye wayward youths, or something similar.
If only we could bring the wise old man with the beard and the birds
yes.
to sit in the entrance and keep people away through confusion and frustration.
That would be ideal, but I feel a sign is going to have to suffice.
In which case,
try and find him.
If we can bring him back, just in case he can sit by the entrance. Let me hoist this Kellen figure over my broad farming shoulders.
Okay.
Hoist away.
And we shall head for the entrance, the way we came.
Okay, you want to head back down the same route you came, rather than heading down the west.
Better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Okay. All right. You you start to make your way down through the cave, and as you correctly point out, you have seen what this side of the structure has to offer. And with the ratmen having run away to hide with their bodyguards up to the north, you have no trouble at all making your way out. The cave bear still seems to be snoring away, and you creep past him without incident. And you make it all the way to the mouth of the cave, back right at the start.
Part of me feels sorry for the cave bear, my friend.
Did you not see its handiwork?
I did, but
who knows? The cave bear may win the day and live on forever.
As is my hope, as a tale told across centuries to come.
I suppose we are putting all of their fates in their own hands.
Well said, my friend. Well said.
Or the hands of Cross himself. Look up.
It took a lot of self-control not to punch that bear on the nose as I passed, my friend.
Okay. All right.
Well, you do always say that a bear is just a large goat without a beard.
I
Yes.
do.
Yes, I have heard him say that.
It's it's written on the sign above my house.
A large beardless goat.
Now, young Kellen, our new friend. I'm sorry for the loss of your friends, but you must understand that caving in this entrance is for the best of the surrounding area.
Of course. How do you plan to do that?
It's a very good question. It turns to Odell Guns. What say you, holy man?
I assumed that you had a plan, as it was your plan, being the man of strength that you are. It is a very good question. I could pray on it.
It's become the answer to everything.
Well, I feel as though I've been leaning on it too much recently, and actually, perhaps this is something that we need to do ourselves.
Well, I can start tearing these down with my hands and my tools, but perhaps this is something that the whole village should be a part of. It's but round the corner. Young Kellen, what say you head down to the village and call up maybe a score of young, strong men with tools and any powders that they may have, that the village can take control of the situation together. Say that Whimsical Jones and Odell Guns are holding the line.
Okay. But it'll be night before too long. I wouldn't want to be here when the rat men come out to hunt.
Luckily, you won't be here when the rat men come out to hunt.
No, I won't. But as I understand it, the plan is that you will be.
Well, we do have one ace in the hole, so it were.
Oh, good.
I've always wanted to punch a bear on the nose.
I see. You know what? I think actually making my own way down to the village and leaving you two to do whatever you're going to do is starting to sound better and better.
Perfect. Don't be too long. Tell him to be quick.
I will definitely be hurrying away from here as fast as I can go.
Wonderful. Godspeed.
Thank
The
you.
fate of dozens of horny teenagers depend on you.
That is always the lot of the adventurer. And he starts making his way down. He's weak. He's not going quickly, but he's making progress.
Wimmy, it's just occurred to me. You being such an expert at building walls, having done it so many times on your farm, and other people's farms as well, apparently. Do you not feel as though you could do something here to cover this cave mouth?
I could. The cave mouth is wide, my friend. I was wondering whether I could head to the edge of the cave with the bear and maybe build something there where it's much narrower.
Block off the narrow points.
Exactly, and then poke the bear, perhaps.
We would as well need to block off the path to the west. I'm sure they would make their way out once they realised that one way was out, and in fact, that might be their main entrance.
It may well be.
How can we be sure which way they will come?
Well, my friends, let me quickly teach you in the ways of basic wall building, and you can take on this task to the west, and I shall head back into the cave to the east, and you and I shall build beautiful walls.
It's taking a turn.
All right. So where exactly are you going, each of you?
Is your plan to go directly to the left of one, I guess? It's relatively narrow, I think.
Yeah, I suppose that is or just above 4. But I wouldn't know that at that point. So let's say 1.
Well, I'd like to sort of do the first few bricks to show, the first few stones to show how I would interlock, like some kind of Welsh farmer, really.
All right. So essentially, the two of you are going to try to gather stone from outside wherever you can.
Just any that's in the cave, any that's,
carry it into the cave, and then build 2 walls, one on each side of the main entrance cave.
Just to slow them down, really, because we can stand guard while people turn up, but with a wall, it will complicate things.
Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what. Let's start with an analytical check to see if you can find a good source of stone. So both of you, analytical check with the D8, please.
A good roll needed. Come
on. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you got it? Nice.
Well, I've got a 14.
Okay, well, that's better than mine. I got a 10.
Okay. All right. You both managed to find sort of rocky areas on the slope outside the cave, and you think you'll be able to move enough rock up there to build a bit of a wall that you can stand and defend. It's going to take you a few hours to build anything remotely resembling a wall, at least. So let's see how far you get. Can you both do, please, a physical check with a D4.
D4.
My favourite.
Oh, God. I think you're doomed before you even start, eh?
Do I get anything for strength on this?
Not for this, no. You can have a cinematic, though, if you've got one.
No, that does.
We'll take a cinematic.
19 for me, Ben.
Okay.
What does the cinematic
Cinematic gives you an extra one of your die. So if you have a D6, it gives you an extra D6. If you have a D8, an extra D8.
Yeah, the dice where the physical is, not the dice where the cinematic is.
The dice where the physical is, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Still going to have to be good. That's 3 threes.
Oh, it's not far off.
So that'll be 9.
All right. Okay. Over the course of a few hours, the eastern side of the entranceway is slowly occluded by a steadily built stone wall. It is far from perfect, but ratmen are not that big, they're not that strong. It should perhaps slow them down enough if you're willing to stand behind it and defend it. However, the western side did not go as well. And after several hours of work, there's really just like a line of stones, almost like a convenient marker to indicate where the main cave there ends and the passage begins. But even a rat man could just step over it without too much difficulty.
Yeah.
And as you stand there, ready to fight, and the rat men start to sense inside that night is falling, you both hear a sort of chittering and a crackling noise coming down the 2 passageways towards you. It's running feet and little bits of wood bouncing off stone and movement. And there are a large number of these sounds. And both sides, you can hear them, and you're sort of looking at each other nervously because you can hear approaches on both sides.
Guns. Let me check your wall, and I'll walk over and check the wall. And before Guns can do anything, I'm gonna pick him up and throw him over towards the wall that I've built.
Okay.
This is your wall, my friends. I shall defend the other.
No. I can't accept that.
No.
It's a fine wall. Listen, I've just a thought. What if we let them hunt for one more night and we head to the north of this cave, this area?
Give them one more before they're buried in for all time.
Okay, you can do that.
We don't have to. It's just.
I mean, do you want to sort of basically run out of the cave and hide in the outside?
I don't like the phrase "run out and hide."
And let them have their night of hunting.
Okay. Or we make a stand. It's your call.
The truth is, my friends, that I found out this morning that I built my walls half a mile too far to the east. And I cannot stomach the thought of breaking them down and building them one more time. Either I have the coin to hire someone to do it, or I never have to do it again. And by running and fleeing, I feel that I will end up back at that wall in a few days' time, tearing it down once more. Now, my dear friends, man of God, who gives so much charity to those who need, Do not feel you must stay with me, for you do such mighty works elsewhere. But if you do, please tell the story of your friends, Whimsical Jones, who stood strongly because he did not want to build any more walls.
Are you happy to do that? Leave him?
Oh. He'll take out the wine and take a big swig and hand it over to Jones, and he'll say, "It won't be me telling the story, if that's how it goes. I'm with you."
And as you say that, you see, heading down the passage from the west, a little line of rat men holding torches, illuminating the passage brightly, and with them, two huge, angry-looking, carnivorous, flightless birds, which their claws seem to like rattle off the stone floors as they approach. And as they approach, we will change scene just for the moment. Because though you may never return to Summerhill, and we don't know what will happen, you did send word back about the Aratites and the rat men in the cave. It's not good news for the villagers of Summerhill, but at least they know the truth. And maybe they will find a way to coexist or assemble a force that can go to wipe out the threat once and for all. But it's possible you will never find out which it was. And that's 2 hours.
Oh,
exactly.
Wow. Bang on time. Such a dramatic ending. Thanks. Thanks, both.
Well done, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I refuse to have brought them back to die.
Well,
no, that was a lot of fun.
It was an enjoyable evening. Thank you very much. So excellent. Well, we have to stop our stream now because those are the rules. So thank you, everybody, and good night.
Good night, guys. Thanks so much.